Welcome back. This is going to be day 20. We are finishing up the week today. We are still working with elapsed time, and today we're doing something a little bit different. So remember a couple of days ago I said that sometimes you may be given the start and the end and you have to find the duration like we did yesterday. Sometimes you may be given the start and the duration, but you have to find the end, and that's what we're going to be working on today. Our I can statement, I can add to find the end time. So we're finding end time today when given the start and the minutes. I can subtract to find the start time when given the end time and the minutes. All right, so we have started using this number line strategy right here. I don't want us to worry too much about the T-chart right now because when we get back to school, hopefully your teacher will be able to teach you that a little bit better. But for now, we're going to keep using this number line strategy. So on these, remember, we're going to start with writing start, elapse, and end. And this is going to help organize the information that we need in order to solve the problem. Yesterday, we were finding the duration. So this middle piece here, today, it's going to be a little bit different. So let's read this word problem to figure out what we're solving. Miss Garlow is making a strawberry pie for a party. The pie needs to bake for 35 minutes. So how long does the pie need to bake? 35 minutes. She put the pie in at 5:06. What time should she take the pie out? So see, this one's a little bit different already. Let's go through our graphic organizer down here and see what we can fill in, okay? So Miss Garlow is making a pie for a party. The pie needs to bake for 35 minutes. She puts the pie in at 5:06. So what time does Miss Garlow put the pie in? 5:06. 5:06 is our start time. What time should she take the pie out? So we don't know our end time, but we do know the elapsed time today. We know that the pie needs to bake for 35 minutes. So 35 is our elapsed time. We need to figure out what time Miss Garlow needs to take that pie out. So I'm going to draw my number line. The start time goes here, remember, and the end time goes here. The start is 5:06. The elapsed is 35 minutes. And the end, we don't know the end yet, so we have to figure that out. What we have to do is jump or hop this elapsed time on our number line. So we're going to jump or hop 35 minutes. I'm going to start off by hopping a jump of 10. 5:06 plus 10. 5:16. So far, I've jumped 10 minutes, and I need to jump 35, so I'm going to keep going. Another jump of 10. 5:16 plus 10 is 5:26. So far, I've jumped 20 minutes. I need to jump 35. I'm going to jump another jump of 10. 5:26 plus 10 is 5:36. I've jumped 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30 minutes. I need to jump 35. So I'm going to make a jump of 5. 5:36 plus 5. 5:36, 5:37, 5:38, 5:39, 5:40, 5:41. So my end time is 5:41. Notice how today is a little bit different than yesterday, because yesterday you were given the start and the end and you were trying to figure out those minutes, the elapsed time. Today we're trying to figure out the end time. Let's look at another problem here. Again, I've written my graphic organizer to help me process my thoughts. Start, elapsed, end. I'm going to fill it in as I read my problem. Mom served dinner at 5:45. So if it's 5:45, it is 5:45. It's 15 minutes until 6. It took her, I don't know what that time says. We're going to say it took her 26 minutes to prepare the meal. What time did she start cooking? All right. So the question says, what time did she start cooking? So do we know what time she started? No, we don't. So we are going to put a question mark there until we can figure it out. We know that Mom served dinner at 5:45, so that's what time she served. And it says it took her 26 minutes to prepare, so it actually took her 26 minutes to cook. Now, again, I'm going to use my number line here. Start time goes here. End time goes here. What time did she start? Well, we don't know. We know that it took her 26 minutes, and we know that the end time is 5:45. So in this problem here, we added the minutes to get there, right? We started here and we added to get to our end time. We're going to have to go backwards to get to our start time. So we're going to go backwards 26 minutes. I'm going to do a jump of 10. What is 5:45 minus 10? So 10 minutes before 5:35. I've jumped 10. I need to jump 26. Another 10. 5:35 minus 10 is 5:25. Okay, so far I've jumped 20 minutes and I need to jump 26 minutes. I'm going to jump up 5. 5:25 minus 5 is 5:20. I've jumped 10, 25, and I need to jump 26, so I'm going to make a jump of 1. And I'm now at 5:19. So let's figure out, let's make sure that we jump 26 minutes. 10, 20, 25, 26. What time did Mom start cooking dinner? 5:19. And we can always check our answer by going back. So 5:19 plus 1 is 5:20. 5:20 plus 5, 5:25. 5:25 plus 10, 5:35. 5:35 plus 10 is 5:45. Let's look at this one here. Start, elapsed, and end. Let's fill in our graphic organizer. Miss McGregor set a timer for 32 minutes. Oh, this one's a little confusing too. That's okay. Miss McGregor set a timer for 32 minutes. So how long is that timer set? 32 minutes. For SSR time, we're going to say that it is 8. We're going to say it's 8:17 when she sets it. So I just gave you that. When she sets the timer, it's 8:17. If she sets it for 32 minutes, what time will it be when the ringer goes off? So we're trying to figure out the end time. Draw my number line. I can put my start, 8:17. My elapsed, that's how many minutes I'm going to jump, is 32, and I don't know my end, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. Now I'm going to hop 32 minutes. 8:17 plus 10 is 8:27. 8:27 plus 10, 8:37. 10:20, I need to go 32. 8:37 plus 10, 8:47. I've jumped 30 minutes. I need to jump 32 minutes. So I'm going to make jumps of 1. 1, 2. 8:47, 8:48, 8:49. So what time will it be when the timer goes off? 8:49. All right, we have 3 more that we're going to do together. And then you're going to have some that you're going to start on your own. This one has no graphic organizer set up for you. So the very first thing that I want Miss Long's class to do and the rest of the 3rd graders to do is start off by writing start, elapsed, and end. This will help you understand what information you're given and what you're trying to solve for. Paul spent 45 minutes working on his homework. So how long does Paul spend on homework? 45 minutes. We know that's my elapsed time. That's how much time is passing. If he started at 5:05, so what's my start? 5:05. What time was it when he finished? So we need to determine the end time. Draw my number line. Start, end. It is 5:05 when he starts. We're trying to figure out the end. How many minutes am I going to jump on my number line? 5:45 because that's my elapsed. I'm going to start off 5:10 or 5:05 plus 10 minutes, 5:15 plus 10, 5:25 plus 10, 5:35 plus 10, 5:45, 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes jumped, and I need to jump 45. So I'm going to make a jump of 5. 5:45 plus 5 minutes is 5:50. So what time was it when Paul finished? 5:50. All right, 2 more. I want you to be following along in your notebook. So when we are ready, you have examples to solve and follow along with. Again, the very first thing I want you to do is start out by writing start, elapsed, and end. Now let's fill in our graphic organizer. Luke took a nap for 37 minutes. So how long does Luke take a nap for? 37 minutes. That's my elapsed time. If he started his nap at 1:07, so what time does he start his nap? 1:07. What time was it when he woke up? We need to determine the end. We're going to use the number line strategy to help us solve. Start is on the left. End time is on the right. My start is 1:07. My end is unknown. How many minutes am I going to jump on my number line? 37. So I'm going to jump 37 minutes. 1:07 plus 10 is 117. 117 plus 10 is 127. 127 plus 10, 137. I've jumped 10, 20, 30 minutes. I need to jump 37. I'm going to make a jump. I'm going to jump 7 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144. So what time was it when Luke woke up from his nap? It was 1:44. All right, one more to solve together, and then you're going to do some on your own. Again, remember, the first thing I want you to do is set up that organizer. So start, elapsed, and end. All right, so let's fill in our organizer. Harley started watching TV at 6:15. So what time did Harley start? 6:15. If she watched for 30 minutes, what time was it when she stopped? So how long did she watch for? How much time has passed? 30 minutes. And now we want to know what time it was when she stopped. So again, we're finding that end time. Drawing out my number line. The start is on the left. The end is on the right. My start time is 6:15. My end time is unknown. How many minutes am I going to jump on my number line? 30 minutes, my elapsed time. So 6:15 plus 10, 6:25. 6:25 plus 10, 6:35. 6:35 plus 10 is 6:45. I have jumped 30 minutes. 10, 20, 30, which is what my elapsed time was. What time is it now that now that Harley has stopped watching TV? It is 6:45. One of the most helpful things for you to do with working with elapsed time is setting up that graphic organizer. So labeling your start, your elapsed, and your end. Remember that start time is when the event starts. It'll usually be a time like you would read on a clock. The elapsed time is given in minutes, so it's how many minutes have passed during that activity. And your end time is what time it is when that activity is over. Again, given in a time that you would read on a clock. Make sure you're writing out that graphic organizer in your notebook. Make sure you're drawing your number lines to help you solve. You're going to have several problems to do by yourself. Take a picture of it in your notebook and send it to your teacher. If you have any questions, make sure you ask them, okay? Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend.